What is up, guys? It is the CSPOTATO or Jake today, and I have a different sort of video for you today. Today, I am bringing you my personal favorite of the new Spectrum knives. So in this top 5, I am not including any of the special, such as the rubies, the emeralds, shit like that. I'm not including that because those aren't strictly the patterns designed for most people. So I'm gonna kick off this list at number 5. Number 5 is the Huntsman Knife Ultraviolet. This new pattern is really nice. It's got a really sleek aesthetic. It really suits the Huntsman knife. Because let's be honest here, the new rust coat for the Huntsman knife looks absolutely abysmal. But the ultraviolet really does look nice. That big blade, black blade, contrasting with the purple handle, looks absolutely brilliant. I think they've really done well with this one of the new Spectrum knives. So with that concluded, I'm gonna hop straight on to number 4, the Bowie knife Damascus steel. Personally, I think a lot of the Bowie knives that have been released have been very mediocre. I haven't liked quite a few of them, but the Damascus steel is such a sleek aesthetic. It really suits the black handle, and the nearly white Damascus steel blade complements itself really well. It looks really nice, contrasting, and it really stands out compared to the rest of the Bowie knives that they've released. It it really is eye-catching. I'm personally not a fan of vanilla knives, but considering this knife is essentially just a silver blade, it is such a nice, clean aesthetic compared to the Bowie knife vanilla. And when you compare it to, for instance, the Bowie knife ultraviolet, the ultraviolet just doesn't have enough violet on it. If I'm honest, that's the only reason I wouldn't have placed this instead of the ultraviolet Bowie knife. Other than that, brilliant knife. I think they've done very well on this one. So going on to number 3, which is the butter knife marble fade. Butter knife marble fade, butter knife, XD. The butterfly knife marble fade is one of my favorite because of the handle. It's the handle just looks exceptional. It contrasts so perfectly with the blade. If you get a good fade on this, it will look absolutely amazing. I've seen like the ruby butterfly knife, looks absolutely brilliant. The marble fade, I think the marble fade butterfly knife just looks exceptional. The new butterfly knives they have released are definitely gonna be some of the most expensive knives released because of their patterns are so much better than the ones they've released before. They've finally introduced butterfly knives that don't look like absolute shit. Correct me, but most of them look like shit. I mean, Forest DD Pat, I mean, I'm alright, thanks. So, with gonna hop on to the next one now. Number 2 is the Shadow Daggers Marble Fade. Yes, I included butt plugs on this 5. These ones, however, look amazing. Not, I mean, the case hardens, yeah, they look okay, but the bright red on the handle just looks so eye-catching. It looks absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm gonna do a word count of brilliant at the end. The red on the handle stands out so well, and it really complements the blade. It's got a really, if you get a nice fade, like I said, this will look brilliant. If you were to get a ruby, even, not ruby, what the fuck am I? I am retarded. Okay, disregard anything I've talked about rubies when it comes to flipping fades. If you get a nice fade on this, it will look brilliant. If you get more red on the fade, it will look amazing. If you were to get just the red and blue, it would look amazing. These butt plugs are my favorite. You can quote me on that. I think these this was so close to being my number 1 from the new case because all the other ones they released, like the Doppler looks like shit. Damascus Steel is okay. Tiger Tooth, yeah. Rust coat, I hate rust coats. I'm just gonna admit that now. The ultraviolet is okay, but it just doesn't have enough violet. I mean, it's just not. It doesn't suit the knife very well. This one is by far my favorite they've released for the Jared Dagger sales. And swooping in at number 1, you may have guessed it already, is the butterfly knife Tiger Tooth. This skin is a G in itself. It is such a nice knife. The colours are so vibrant. It contrasts perfectly with the sort of the plain metal handle, that it just is so clean. If you get this in a good wear, it will look it's astounding. It's just going to be absolutely brilliant. Like it just is such a good knife. If you get, I mean, I'm not a big fan of gloves, but there you go. I think this knife is going to be an absolutely brilliant addition to the knife case. Oh, if you unbox one of these, you lucky son of a bitch. This is going to be a brilliant knife. I mean, the ultraviolet, I do like the ultraviolet as well, but the butterfly knife is definitely. They've done some good things with this. I think they're going to massively boost the value of butterfly knives as a whole. I mean, before there wasn't that too many great ones, but this new case is released, I'd say at least, well, the Damascus Steel's okay, but the Doppler, the Gamma, the Butterfly, and the Ultraviolet all look brilliant. So I think they've finally released some decent knives. I think I would kind of like a Hyper Beast Bowie knife. That would be pretty nice. But with that said, I will conclude this video. If you have liked this video, leave a like down below. If you want to see more of this content, my normal stuff is trade-ups, but I'm going to throw some of these in occasionally when new stuff comes out. Subscribe, press the little bell to get notifications every time I release a video. And if you feel like being generous, share this video also. Leave a comment down below if you agreed or if you disagreed. I have been the CS Potato or Jake. You have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.